Alright, Homesteader family, it is Friday, but welcome to this edition of the Sunday Monday vlog. Welcome back to the journey. Thank you for being part of the journey, and don't forget to share the journey. So, I'm going to show you guys something that you should pause the video. You should call the Fremont County Sheriffs. You should call animal control, because I do not take care of my animals. And this is just in reference to all the pain in the asses in my area that I don't take care of my animals. So there you go. 5 beautiful, 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 beautiful. Let's see how green and lush that orchard grass is for the animals. So, don't know what these people are thinking, but I just got told again that the neighbor's going to try to call stuff again today while I was at the Cotopaxi store. Apparently they're running their mouth to the post office, which I'm not worried about, because the sheriff, animal control, everybody has said that I am perfectly fine. I am doing what I'm supposed to do. They have tried to get the county to stop me from opening a petting zoo. They have complained to the county that I have too many animals, and it just goes on and on and on. They're trying everything they can to stop me. And that is the great thing. When you follow the rules, when you do your homework, nobody can stop you. This is agricultural land. I can do anything with animals that I want. I can do farming. I don't have noise restrictions. I don't have hours of operations that I have to stay within and everything else. So, they messed up. They built their multi-million-dollar house thinking they own the world and the planet. Hello, mamas. Mamas is all excited because daddy's home. And I'm going to get the little Cleo out. Look how big she is. She is humongous. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to get her out here so she can go potties. And that's the thing. So I'm sure the news has already got to my neighbor because it's Gossip City up here. But as soon as the property is surveyed, as soon as it is fenced, since they want to continue harassing me, and I had the right to do what I want here on my property, this beautiful, beautiful pig pen here, they already know because it went through the gossip ring. I already know they know. But that will be going up the hill, over, all the way over to 16. And I've got a company willing to buy as many grass-fed pigs as I can produce because they have a high demand for it right now. So, all that beautiful grassland going all the way up, down, up the next mountain, all the way to 16, right next to their house. Be prepared. Johnny is going to be a pig farmer. There's like 6 free pigs on Craigslist right now. So since they want to keep harassing me, I will become a pig farmer for 20 acres of my land. The other 30 acres will be the petting zoo and everything like that. And they want to continue. They're going to hear a lot of pigs. They're going to smell a lot of pig poo. And this is going to be fun. Hatfields and McCoy at its finest. I'll talk to you guys later on Sunday when I film the rest of this. Have a great day. Alright, so for everybody wanting to know about my property, forgive me for the dirty windshield. Forgive me for this is going to be one bouncy ride. But I just came out of my driveway where my sign is. This is Wall Mountain Road. And I'm going to take you guys for a little trip over to the other side of the ranch. And now that I figured out roughly where everything is, I'm going to show you the whole ride. So I'm going to enter over the culvert that I just put in last week that I didn't get to film for you guys. I just threw that picture up on the last Sunday Monday vlog. But this will also give you an idea of my area and just the scenery, the beauty, and everything else. So Like I said, this is Wall Mountain Road. I have 0.6 miles roughly of Wall Mountain Road from my driveway to County Road 16. And that is County Road 16 right there. So for anybody coming to visit the ranch, you have to come up County Road 16 to get to Wall Mountain. I have a lot of people try to go up to County Road 2, and it does not connect anywhere over here. Everybody keeps trying to do it. I don't know why. I give them specific directions. US 50 to County Road 12, County Road 12 to County Road 16, County Road 16 right here to Wall Mountain, but it just doesn't seem to work. So this is County Road 16. That's Wall Mountain to the left that I just came down. That's the entrance to my petting zoo, to the ranch, just the main entrance. But up here at 16, I'm going to take you all the way up here because my property stretches all the way across over here to 16 up around a couple of these bends. And this will give you an idea roughly how big it is. And then, of course, once I get the fencing done, the end of October, first part of November, when the fencing company gets it complete, then I'll go ahead and I'll film again so you can see the fence lines. But I know I have a lot of people wanting to know, and this will give a rough idea of exactly how big 50 acres is in the mountains. Because in the mountains, it's not just 50 acres flat. You gain more acreage for every mountain and hill on the property because the acreage is counted in a flat plain. It doesn't include the mountains. So I have a lot more land than 50 acres, but it's only taxed 50 acres because it's the flat squared piece. So right here, that was my neighbor that I had problems with their driveway. And then here's a culvert that I put in. I put in a 2-foot culvert so that way I don't have any issues with water. And right now I just have these couple things. So right here from the trees over to just past that tree, I have 125 feet of land that comes over here to County Road 16. And then over this hill, it opens up into the big property, which is a gigantic square. So it's just a 125 foot wide finger that comes right over. And then you can see here is some of the 6-foot fencing I've been stacking up all over the place. Tomorrow on Monday, I've got to pick up another load of fencing. Well, not fencing, the H braces, the post and everything like that, because the fencing won't be in until I believe Friday. So I've got, I think, 4 more loads to haul out, and then I'll have everything. So this will give you an idea of the property. So this whole valley down here below, let me go ahead, I'll park and I'll get out and I'll show you all this. So basically, over here to the left, where that ditch is, there's a pipe right down there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's way down there, and it comes across this hill, comes all the way up here, and then all these mountains, all the way up to where those tracks are. Just on the other side of the tracks is the other stake for my property line. Excuse me. So I own this entire valley here. You can see I got more fencing there. I got the different shelters throughout. But I own the whole valley. I own that whole ridge coming all the way over to the right. So all this land, and then all of this mountain going over to that mountain, and then it goes over to that barbed wire fence line. And once we get over there, then you'll have a better idea. And then when I get on the other set of ranges that's in the middle of my property, then I'll turn around and I'll show you this side where where I was just parked. But I think my animals are gonna be spoiled. I think they're gonna be happy. The camel, the donkeys, everybody's gonna be able to have all this land to run on. And I mean, some of this grass is almost up to my waist in some spots because of how wet it was this year. But I also, last week, I bought a pallet of oats, and I spread oats all over the place in different spots. Of course, pallet of oats is only 2,000 pounds, so it only covers, I think, 20 acres of land. So I have 50 acres, so of course I didn't cover anywhere close to the entire property, not even half. But by spreading the oats, it will hopefully germinate and get some oats growing. And then next year, I want to get another pallet of oats right before spring. I want to get wheat. I want to get barley, and just spread the seeds everywhere and really get everything green and lush. And here you go, right here on my property. Look at that beautiful white butt. Just beautiful antelopes. So every time I come over here on this side of my property, I've got antelopes, I've got deer. It's just added benefit. And I'm not sure if antelope can jump, but I know deer can jump like 14 feet. So I'm sure the deer will end up jumping my 6-foot fence and be inside. And it'd be kind of cool if the antelope jumped the fence and they were inside the fence with the other animals for the petting zoo, because that'd be kind of cool just to come walking over the mountain and have my own antelopes that aren't really pets, but they act like pets if they can jump the fence. So that's something I'll have to look up when I get done editing this video and doing the voiceover for you guys, because I talked to John about that today and I was curious until he forgot about it. And then here, all this fencing you can see going across the top here, this was where I was originally going to stop. And I was just going to do this fence across here, so that way I wasn't down in the valley and everything like that. But with the circumstances, with neighbors acting the way they are, that's their big, huge log cabin they pay to have disassembled in Canada, brought down to Colorado, and rebuilt on 40 acres of land. And they think because they got the money that they can tell me how to live my life. So you can see this whole valley, they're going to see from their deck. And you can see all the animals and everything down below. And you can see everything is brown because the animals have ate everything down almost. So I only have little vegetation left. So that's another reason why I need to get all this property fenced. And I did some numbers. It's like 15 or 20 alpacas per acre of really good land. 5 or 10 alpacas per bad acre of land. And I based it on my 2 alpacas. I did an acre of land for the llama, the cows, 2 acres per cow, and just so on and so forth for bad land. And of course, the land's not bad. I mean, it's got a lot of vegetation on it. But with all the estimating I did, I overestimate everything. But it came out at 20 acres of land per 4 months for all the animals, including the zorse, including the cattle, including the camel. So that gets me out to 8 months on 40 acres. And with 50 acres, that gets me out to 10 months. And of course, it's not bad land. And then I'm also going to be seeding it. And you can see I got some more fencing out here. And with the seeding and everything I'm doing, the gardens and everything to come, the cornfield, the pumpkin patches. And then this is my little park here to the left. There's a little foot trail that goes through, which is real nice. I want to put some benches in there to sit and listen to the trees and see the colors when the leaves dry up and rattle like little tin cans. And but back to what I was saying. With all this land, I should have no problem. It will support all the animals I have plus more. And of course, like I said, with the seeding, the gardens, pumpkin patches, everything I'm going to do, I should have no problem. I also planted my bamboo, so if I can get the bamboo going, then I'll be golden. And here we are coming down. All this fence is just laid there diagonal. That was just to help deter coyotes last winter. And then my Rhino T-post driver, you can see right there on top of the post. I've been driving posting, which I'll come back and I'll show you guys that. And that's pretty much all the land. So it's a lot of land, and the animals are going to be good. And then I got to start working on this junk pile. And most of this is getting moved over so the neighbors get to see all this stuff too. So it's going to be an adventure. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be fun. So I hope everybody's having a good week, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so if you see all those bodies up there on the hillside, they are all antelope. There's probably at least 50 antelope there, and this is a wonderful thing about living out here because we just have herds and herds of antelope, deer, elk, and everything else. Okay, so this is the creek bed that's always dry. Like I said, it runs a couple months of the year. So what I did when I had the excavator, I had dug this down. I know I haven't filmed all that yet for you guys, but I dug it down so when the wind blows, it doesn't just blow across the top of land and dry everything up. You can see there's still a little bit of moisture where it bubbles out the ground in some places. And then here's all my bamboo. I just took the circle fences, the cattle panels that I had around my fruit trees that I tore out, and brought them down here and made the circles and put the bamboo in the center so the goats and stuff can't reach it. And then up here you can see I put rocks throughout to hold the matting down. And here's all the seed. This is the seed that I spread out. And of course, nothing's growing anywhere else except here in the creek bed because it's damp here in the creek bed. And you can see it's coming up good, and hopefully it will be well established by winter, and this will be a big green carpet. So when the creek does run, it will help hold the moisture in. And then if I can get the bamboo established and the bamboo will start working its way up and down the creek bed, then at that point, that will feed the animals. And I'm just really stoked on everything I'm getting done here. And then you can see this post right there, the top's not wire tied all the way up. And I started with this one and came all the way down. And I used a part of a cattle panel here so the dogs can't get under because there was a big gap there underneath the fence. And I needed a little bit wider for stuff washing through. Like you can see all the sticks and all this just piles up during the big gully washers. But anyhow, I got all this fencing done. I got it all the way up. Now, the one thing I did was I did 2 wire ties at the bottom and 2 at the top, just temporarily, so I could move the zebu and the donkeys into this area now and get them out of the house site. So when I'm ready to start getting the house built, I don't have animals in the way. And you can see I came all the way to this post here. And then all this fence, I've got to pull down the line. But the cattle panels are all wired together. So it's going to be a little bit before I get it done. But everybody's out and about, enjoying themselves, and getting ready to see everything totally fenced in the next couple months. And there goes the zebu and the donkeys. And everybody's doing good. All right, so here is Miss Chloe. She has less than 2 weeks, and she goes to her new home.